Hey guys, it's Kendrick from Providence Tarot. Um, I'm here at my new location in the Boogie Oogie Woogie Down. New Yorkers know what that is. The Boogie Oogie Woogie Down, honey. So let's see what's going on. I'm gonna pull some oracle cards. These are the runes oracles. I actually just started, reading these and using these for myself and on people as well. I think the first person that I actually read these cards on was Dale. We're both experiencing some changes, and you will find out more about what that is. Okay, at the bottom of this deck, it's talking about transformation. There were 3 cards that popped out. I'm going to use them. I'm going to use 4. It's going to be, the light side of the situation, the dark side, the advice, and the outcome or the energy moving forward. So let me just take from the top, okay? Wow, as I look through these cards, sometimes I'll get a reading or I'll do a reading, and sometimes I'll get cards that I have never gotten. In this case, the bottom of the deck is Ahwaz. And this is talking about, strength through adversity, right? It's talking about facing your fears, getting through challenges. It's talking about facing challenge through adversity, being able to get yourself out of dark times, being able to really just use some very dark energy or some energy that is really trying, some traumatic energy. It could even be PTSD, or could be something that might even lead to a type of PTSD or a type of trauma echoing from a situation that you may have been in. This is talking about transformation as well. How are you dealing with that trauma? You know what I mean? Are you holding on to it? Are you being a victim of that trauma? Are you being victimized by it? Are you being controlled by it? Or are you stepping into your power and you're using that trauma and transmuting it into this energy that is more positive, one that is going to actually allow you to become stronger, one that's actually going to allow you to become more meaningful to you. It's almost like, your soul just gains more wisdom and more experience, right? Anyway, yeah, this is very soul oriented, and there's a lot of things going on right now. Even these cards, there's a lot of energy, and I might have to read from the book a little bit just to clarify some of these cards for myself. But when I look at them, the first card that comes up as the advice is protection. It's like fortification. The card is Ingas. That is the rune. Okay, so this is what the rune looks like itself. It's a little bit, blurry, but you can kind of see it, right? It's my lighting, you guys, but it's kind of mysterious, right? I like this. So it is talking about respect of boundaries by protecting yourself from things that you feel like could infiltrate your reality and maybe influence it or encourage it in a way that isn't keeping you in line with what you are seeking, right? With what you are trying to get out of protecting parts of yourself that you value, that you like to bring to the forefront of your life, and you like to use those as more, your most positive attributes. You want to protect those things and protect those things from, people that might try to leave an impression on you, and it gets in that way. This is a very earthy card. It's very Taurus type of energy. That's the light side of it. So it's saying that you are protected. So whatever you're going through, whatever you guys are facing, whatever we are facing, these tribulations and these trials and these, hard times, and just trying to understand why something is happening, right? Sometimes it's not trying to understand why something is happening, but it's just really accepting that it is. And then you can move forward from there, okay? So you guys are definitely protected within this adversity and the struggle that you face within the adversity. Now, Tiwaz, which is this rune, and this card, which is very beautiful, is very like watery to me. It's the arrow that points straight up. Tiwaz, let me just kind of look at that and see what that meaning is in here. Sorry, and then we can elaborate on it, of course. I actually have no shame in having to pull. Okay, so this is talking about ambition, and this is the dark side of it. You know what I mean? It's like you're protecting yourself because your ambitions, like I said, people will get in the way and they will create these blockages. It'll almost be like these speed bumps or these ways of just kind of like obstructing things, right? They crossing the boundaries or just changing the structure or the outline of our lives because we allow them to come in and influence it in a way that's practical, right? It's like it manifests itself into our routine. You know, sometimes when we allow things to become more important that shouldn't be that important to us. Tiwaz is the North Star, okay? The arrow pointing north. Keyword is ambition. This room is connected to our inner strength, like that of the North Star, and guides us in the seas of existence. So through all the emotions and all of that stuff, the ship braves the storm and the rough waves, yet manages to stay on course. So we must do with the help of moral authority. The card encourages us to develop the inner strength necessary to move forward on our path. Obstacles are there to be overcome. I was talking about obstacles. The road to success is strenuous, yet going forward we gain experience and charisma. Yes, we just need to avoid becoming too presumptuous. There is always something to be learned in every situation. It's talking about the mutable energy that's going on right now and with the Mercury retrograde. So sometimes your ambitions might be like halted or something may stop them. Maybe it's something that was only meant for you to go so far in so that you could then pick up in a place where it's leading you to something else that you were supposed to experience. This is one life, you guys. Do you want to just sit down and look at one thing for the rest of your life? Or do you want to experience many things? Do you want to enrich your life in that way? You know what I mean? Do you want to go to different places? Are there any places that you haven't been to that you want to go? Locally, internationally, nationally. Think about it. What do you want to achieve that you haven't achieved yet that you know that you can, right? Fulfillment, satisfaction, that mutable energy, making things happen. But it's also very important to understand what the point of making things happen is, why you're trying to fulfill something. Because once you fulfill something, now you're at a beginning again. Initiation, cardinal energy. Full moon in Cancer is coming up on December 22nd in about a month. Anyway, that's the dark side. So don't let anyone get in the way of your ambitions. If that's what you've been doing, you know what I mean? Stop doing that, you guys. You've got to protect your physical body, and then you have to protect other parts of yourself that people can't see, your emotions, your psyche, your goals in life. Other people will get in the way and they will try to deter you from your goals if they feel like they have deemed them unattainable for you based on who they think you are. Okay, that's BS. So Gibo, the X right here. Yes, look at him. Okay, so this is the advice, right? And that's a good place to have that card. I'm glad it's not in the dark side. So let's see what Gibo is. I haven't really gotten this card a lot, so this is very interesting. Gratitude, gift. This is the advice. Okay, so you might need to express your gratitude, or you might actually give someone something as an action, or as a symbolic of your gratitude. This rune is related to feelings of gratitude you have when you are given something, as well as our generosity and giving of others. Okay, so I just said that. So, the advice is saying, if you want to show your appreciation to someone, go ahead and do that, because that's actually going to be a very positive thing. And when we show love and appreciation for things, we only, that's very prosperous. We're nurturing something for a positive outcome or a positive experience to be had. So, that's great. You're creating something good. Positive energy. Okay, let me hurry up before this video cuts out. I only have a few more minutes. Guys, this is joy and midday light. This is the outcome. The outcome is joy. It's talking about seeing the beauty in life and making sure that you always acknowledge the beauty in your life. Even those good things, those bad things, those things that you felt like you didn't want to experience. You know what I mean? Look at those things and see what you can appreciate out of that, out of the light and the shadow. Appropriation is key, and being able to understand why something is happening and how you can make yourself get through it and understand it. Okay? It's about the application. Have a good one, guys. Bye.